McLaren versus Alpine in the OCC and here as well. Skid standing inside and I think he forces the Alpine wide. He might have taken the helmet. Word goes standing inside. It's going to be a first.
The Temple of Speed, Monza.
Well, looking back to last season, our most successful track was Silverstone and Ferrari's most successful was Monza. So there definitely is a home advantage, but that's not something that's going to stop us, and our motivations are exactly the same.
This is where legends are made, where Ferrari's heart beats loudest, and where every driver dreams of victory. After Singapore, the team standings are shifting. Every point matters in the fight for every championship.
Winning Monza in red is every driver's dream. It's history in the making.
Sab is just going to settle for P2 on track, but he'll take that home for P1 after the penalty of actually gets applied to the race time.
Oh, that's Monza. It's the home race. It's the one that arguably matters the most. It's the one that arguably means the most. They say that no Ferrari season can be considered a failure with a success at Monza. Too many seasons in the past, that's been our saving grace. Well, at least we won Monza. At least we got those double podiums. This year, we're already on the front foot. We're building, closing gaps. Success has already been coming to us early in the season. We don't need Monza to save our season, but we do need it to build on. This weekend needs to be a blowout. This is where we turn everything around and we put the red back on top.
But here we go. The lights are on in Monza, and it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And we're waiting for them to go green, and there we go. Green lights up here in Monza. As we get going off the start, bit of a hectic one as a few drivers are not staying where they were.
Oh, that was almost a big crash.
I was hoping for a free ride moment, and there's a 10-second penalty for Bosmius into Jamie. You can see why. His wing's completely gone. So heading down into turn 1, it looks like a Merc making a move onto Malachi. Merc not. Oh, I thought the Merc wasn't going to back out there at all. I thought we were going to get a Hamilton.
Over a second already to Finley Millard.
Yeah, pulled that out within actually the first lap, and is usually given. So we've seen Millard make one defensive move, which is very, very nice, and now he's kept that place. But Alex is right on his back with his diffuser. About 2 tenths separating them. I'm wondering if we're going to see a move here from Alex. On Millard, we are indeed to go into the next chicane, and yeah, that's easy pickings there.
Go now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
8, and Millard getting through on Alex for P1 again. They're swapping round lap after lap, and to be fair, the players behind, that being Bath and all them, they've only gained about a second more and more as they get better air later on in the race.
And Ferrari's in.
Yeah, Ferrari is in. So lap 10 of 27, and we have got a pit stop from the Ferrari. Where did Millard come out? He came out P11.
Came out. Yeah.
Ooh. That's quite a bad place. The end of the race on his tyres.
Depends on how much tyre wear he uses a lap.
Oh, he skidded a lot out of the exit of turn 2. That's Millard right through. Those tyres clearly on Alf's car going off now. Oh man, I'm looking at this Ferrari and its tyre wear. I really want to see what happens. Because he's got to be pushing, surely.
That is above 80% on his tyre wear.
It's got to be.
You can just see it graining so much.
That's going to push him behind Brewdog. But here we go, into the last corner. Is there any puncture? No, there isn't. And it is a Ferrari masterclass, and they're going to come home, at their home, to win here in Monza. Alex's Beast wins in Division 3.
Yeah, it felt really good, honestly. And I knew from the start we were going to be challenging from the win because, you know, the pace was there on quali. I'd messed up my final run. But even to be up there with a lap that wasn't the best, or at least that I felt wasn't the best, was great. So honestly, yeah, from P3, it was all about just trying to get past Mill and managing from there. Race start was a bit shaky. I think me and Mill had like a slight coming together at turn 1, but we were both able to continue on, and eventually we found ourselves fighting for the race win after Bath Destroyer pit. And yeah, I think once I got the hards warmed up, it was pretty straightforward from there. Had a few scary moments at the end, you know, with me making mistakes, but we were able to pull through, and the gap was big enough for me to manage, so I could beat Mill. But again, it was great to win Monza, and it was good to go back to back at Monza, because I think the last time I raced at Monza was season 3, and I won that race as well. So it was great. It was great to win again, and I think honestly it's wide open for the championship fight. I think anyone can win, and I'd like to back myself for that.
When you race at home, you feel the pressure and the pride at the same time. At Monza, you don't just drive for yourself, you drive for the team, you drive for Ferrari.
Being a reserve driver doesn't change the pressure. You still have to perform, and against Ferrari, you can't afford to be anything less than perfect.
And now it's here, red lights in Monza, and they're out already, and everyone's getting going. So let's go. Because we're already seeing a few positions being made, and a bit of desync too. At that. And that is...
It's kind of been spun.
Oh! Cam's been spun. That was a Merc off the track as well. There's so much going on in this back of the field. It's about 3 wide at the moment. And that's a Haas off the car! Oh! God, Jack's in a wall. Phelan's off. That's a Haas as well. Is that a VCOM or a Haas? It's a Haas.
It's a Haas. Oh no.
It's looking bad.
And he has wing damage, so...
Both the Aston Martins swapping places round as Raven, now leading this race, sets the lap to beat. From this lap onward, obviously, they're only going to get quicker and quicker. But what an intense first lap. Spins, off-track moments, dive bombing moments, and Jack, 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll try and break it.
And quicker. Ransdal overtaking Raven. DRS swapping now to potentially cover off some moves as we get closer and closer to that pit, that pit entry time. Obviously, lap 8 of 27.
You want to put this lap, Raven?
No. If some people start making pit stops, go for Parabolica.
Yeah, and Cabby's
so it
made
looks
a move on Saban. Raven's in the pit, I believe. Yeah, he is. So is Sab. Sab's followed him in.
Sab followed in, right?
I know.
Is it only Sab?
Yep.
Okay. Sab?
Sab, burning 3-0, 2-5, 2-0. Off. On.
Yeah.
Perfect, feedback.
Monza's been an incredible challenge for us so far. The car feels amazing, the team has been flawless, and the strategies work perfectly. Every lap we're pushing each other to the limit, fighting for every position and making sure we leave nothing on the track. The energy from the teammates back in the server just pushes us even harder. It's an incredible feeling to race here, and we're so determined to make it count to the very end.
Rochdale! Rochdale! Welcome to Monza! Welcome to Monza!
Welcome to fucking Monza, boys! Oh my god, Casper, the curse is broken! Casper, the curse is fucking broken!
But it is Forza Ferrari. It is a 1-2 for the Scuderia Ferrari here in
Monza has delivered an incredible race. Ferrari dominates with a 1-2 finish. The crowd is electric, and the team is riding high with the Tifosi. The championship battle continues, and the excitement is far from over. After a thrilling Monza weekend, the championship battle between Ferrari and McLaren is tightened. Ferrari made significant gains, closing the gap to McLaren in a dramatic display of strategy and pace. Now, the focus shifts to Zandvoort, a circuit known for its twisting turns and sweeping corners and unpredictable changes.
Yeah, this weekend's going to be a little bit different, a brand new sprint format. Of course, we already do the qualifying, then the sprint race, which dictates the starting order for the race, but this time it is a little bit different. To embrace the new reverse tracks, the qualifying and the sprint will be in reverse, and then the feature race will be the right way around. This really tests the drivers for multiple different ways. Certainly the reverse track, much more difficult to race. The curbs on the entry and exit are in different places. The drivers need to get used to it and be able to race in a track that isn't really meant for racing. But also, they need to show their commitment to be able to practice for two different layouts for the big points in the feature race. So a real challenge for the drivers, and I think the best ones will come out on top.
I think we're in a good place. We've started strong, which is something we don't normally do, and has been our downfall over previous seasons. So it's really good to get off on the right foot and start really strong. Now we just need to carry the momentum. We make sure we keep the momentum high, keep the energy high, keep the effort high, keep performances high, because quite often in the past it's only been the fact of we've been at the front for half a season, not the full season, is why we finished second. So we've done the first half right, now we need to do the second half.
Championship on the line, history to be made.
I have no
Zandvoort is calling.
I think the
oh my god,
get away well, and
jumped him, yeah. Both of them had a great start.
He's challenging for the P2 on down inside. I just had to back out a little bit there, but he just claimed the P3.
What a thunderous start that was by both of them two.
So Johan does jump Oz's then. He's right behind him. I think he's going to be quickly swallowed up by Cajun.
Yeah, this is going to really hurt now, getting stuck behind this guy. Cajun's going to be rapid compared to Oz's as well.
Down the inside. Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's going to go late though.
He's just got the better traction. He's got a lot better tyres. Ferrari uses his brakes.
They're still side by side as well.
And
Nick's onto the gravel. Can Walker get involved? Can he make a name for himself in there?
Red lights ahead of the drivers and Aston Martin 1-2. Can they keep it off the line? It does look like they both get a good start. Young with the much better start. Those Gentle G gets a drive through, and I think the Mercedes did as well. So it's a double Mercedes drive through. It's not ideal for them. So there's a little bit of decent going on as well. This Cajun is burning. Just ball to the outside. What's going to hold it back around the inside there? Looks to get the better traction on the corner. Has a bit more battery to burn. They're going to go side by side again. And Animal does come out on top. Cajun will have to sit behind for now. RTM English, RTM Titan, sorry, picking up the first 3 seconds of the race. He's going to be close enough. He's going to go very late on the brakes around the outside. put back in. A little bit of burning, a little bit of contact, but I don't think that was Walker's fault. Was that Admiral's going down the order? He's now P7, going side by side with Nick Fury, man. A little bit of contact. But he's just gone from, in the space of one lap, to P3 to P7. A battle for the lead. Occasion is with Ozzers now as Walker sends one down the inside. Occasion's going to look for the switch, but can't quite get the traction down. There's a little bit of a snap, but Walker does get the move done, and now crucially has his teammate ahead of him to be able to just let him through and give him a gap to the McLaren behind. Shut up. No. So he's just going to save all his battery.
Okay, David, hold up at caging as much as you can.
Crucial time that he's losing. Go here though, he's got the DRS, but Oz has the ERS. Even so, they're going to have him down the next straight. It's perfect team game from the Ferrari, and he might, I don't know if he'll hold him up anymore, he might just shoot him into the pits now. He does, and he is passed before the break-in. This could be another whole lap that the McLaren is forced to be behind. The teammate of the car is battling for position in this race. Look at the gap now, it is 2 seconds to Walker, and it's just going to increase and increase and increase. Ozzers though. It does. He's going to go down the inside. He has got a lot of fresh tires. You'd think this would be an easy move. I'm sure Oz is going to do everything to make it not.
He's still touching my rear tyre, man. It was so annoying. Like, what is he doing? Just fucking let me go, you.
Still there, but he's got the traction on the exit. However, the gap is now 3.2 seconds to Walker, who I'd argue what did look like the quicker driver. Anyway, Walker, battery on early, DRS, right in the slipstream of Yawn, out of nowhere, pulls to the outside, and gets it done before braking, and he is through. He's a little bit wide though, because the track is starting to get a little bit slippery, so Yawn's able to come back. And we'll have the inside, and he's got the Walker's got the move done. For a 7-second gap to Walker, who is going to come home in P2 after a mega second stint.
Finishing P2 felt great. The feeling of finally getting back on the podium is something I've definitely missed.
It was frustrating, you know, to be honest. You can see the Ferrari working perfectly together, letting Walker break away while the rest of us were stuck fighting with each other. And when a team plays it that smart, it's tough to challenge them, and we just have to find a response for next time.
Division 4 was expected to deliver another night of fierce on-track battles, but instead the spotlight shifted away from the circuit and on to the rulebook. It all began when McLaren's team principal, Avi, received lap time submissions from a reserve driver through private messages, bypassing the official Discord channel. A small detail, but one that broke the rules. With those times, the driver was placed into Division 4 under McLaren's banner illegally. The race went on, but the damage had already been done. After the checkered flag fell, the truth came out and the consequences immediate. McLaren was handed one of the harshest penalties in league history, a 50-point deduction in the overall Constructors' Championship. What could have been another chapter in the season turned into a scandal that could decide the entire fight between Ferrari and McLaren.
McLaren were missing a main driver for the upcoming Division 4 race, which left Avi in desperation to seek for a reserve. Out of options, with no reserves available, Avi went outside of the league to bring in a driver and broke the rules in the process of doing so. Avi did eventually find someone and placed him in Division 4 on his own accord without putting him through the league's time trial application process. In doing so, this cost McLaren 50 points in the OCC standings.
One mistake, one penalty, and 50 points gone.
But here we go then. It's 500 lights. And it is green light. Go, go, go. We go racing here in the Netherlands. Reverse sprint going down into turn 1. Sam doing very well to get off the line there. AMS Randall into P2. Can he look for a manoeuvre going into that feisty turn 1? Lots of side-by-sides occurring here, especially with the kick salver and the Ferrari there of both Raven West and Tharlo 4. Going on to the exit. Massive moment there between Tharlo and Raven West. Tharlo dipping into the wall, almost smacking a wheel off of his car. Very dangerous moment there between Raven West, the owner, and Tharlo 4. Could have gone able to just stay behind. Here we go, round the outside goes Deck here of XPG Callum. Can he stint the landing? Round the outside he's looking to go. Can he make it? No, we can't. But into the first turn we go, and it looks like Deck's going to go round the outside here of XPG Callum. Can he make it stick? The McLaren sending it round the outside, and he completes the manoeuvre. We go, round the last turn we go. And we get started here, back in the reverse sprint race here in X Racing Series, going into the first turn. What is going to happen here? People are weaving to try and get more temperature in their tyres. Through, he stretches along to take the win here in the sprint race. A fantastic drive from Sam. Of course, Ranster will be unfortunate.
Finishing P2 again feels bittersweet because on one hand, it's great to be consistently up there scoring the big points for the team, but at the same time, 2 weekends in a row just missing out on the win is a bit frustrating. But it shows the pace is there, and I know if I keep pushing, the top step will come soon.
And it is green light, go, go, go. We go racing here in the Grand Prix, going down to that first turn. Sam there into P1, getting off the line very well. Round the outside here goes Deck. In P3, can he get the manoeuvre here on AMS Randall? No, but it seems like he just had too much gap on the inside, and Raven West will pull through for P3. It's a 1-2 between the Ferraris here in P2 and P3. Brian Evans up the round the outside there of Deck. Going into left-hander, big contact between him and Deck onto the exit. Could have been fatal if there was just a little bit more of a nudge. Can he complete the move on the Ferrari? The Ferrari will try and defend going into the left-hander. The Red Bull sticking it around the outside. Can he keep it though? There's a limited amount of room on the outside for him. His nose is still within there. Going into the right-hander. Here we go, up the inside goes the Red Bull, the Ferrari on the inside now, still trying to defend. The grip is low, but there could have been a big contact. There was big contact there between both the Red Bull and the Ferrari, and it means the Ferrari of Raven West will actually dip down maybe 3 positions. Yes, he will. Liam Hiley coming through there for P5. Deck and Brian Evans now. It's your turn to go back here down the very long straight here in Netherlands. Here we go, going down towards the first turn. Deck ahead of Brian Evans. Brian Evans sent it down the inside, and then we go just behind them. Round the outside goes Raven West here of Liam Hiley. Deck hits the decks, really. P6 now with a bit of a spin. And Evans, he's going to go side by side with the Ferrari. He's actually going to be slightly ahead going into turn 1. Down the inside, he will go for it. Round the outside, the Ferrari will still try to keep it. He's got the better grip. But going into the second turn here, he's still going to go down the inside. Now round the outside goes Brian Evans. Ransdell, can he still keep it? He's still within a nose. It's a massive moment! That is a massive moment! A massive crash there between Ransdell and Brian Evans. They go side by side onto the exit. They lock tyres, and Brian Evans went into a wall, and he's now got wing damage. And around that last turn, it is scintillating Sam to win the Dutch Grand Prix. Fantastic stuff from him. Got the entire race weekend, and AMS Ransdell going in second, Raven West third. But down the grid, it's Jack versus Brian Evans now. Brian Evans down the inside into the left-hander. Can he go for it? Can Jack keep it though? Into the right-hander here. The Red Bull. Can he save himself a P6? Down the inside he goes. DRS being used by Jack. There's a massive moment between the two of them. Could of course great contact right across the line. It's a photo finish between them, which Brian Evans wins out. And what could have been a P5 for Jack is unfortunately just about a P7. One, two, three, four, and it's 5 red lights. And it is green light, go, go, go. We go racing here in the sprint race in the Netherlands, and it's a great start for off the line there by Casper. Going down towards that turn 1, Casper going to go down the inside, going into that first turn, side by side there between Tetraby and Noah Bailey there into that first turn. The Mercedes and the McLaren go side by side now into the second turn here, into this right-hander in the reverse sprint. What is going to happen here? Going side by side, multiple people here, there, the other, making overtakes, making moves, trying to get up the grid. McLaren's going to have some great straight line speed. Going down into that first, he's going to opt for the outside line. It's going to be much easier for the Mercedes to defend against the McLaren, but still the McLaren hangs on to it, and around the outside he looks to go into the first, and he's going to now defend his position of P1 going into the right-hander. Can he defend it? The Mercedes now trying to steamroll ahead of that little chicane. Coming out that chicane, he does end up getting back his P1 after an entertaining battle and a little bit of a scruffle, as the Ferrari's now going to go around the outside here of the McLaren of Rev Rob. Can he complete the manoeuvre here? Casper going down the inside into the left-hander. Can he get the better grip here against the McLaren? These two mighty teams battling it out, and I believe Casper did get that overtake there on River Rob, as there Tetrabeak trying to go down the inside now of the Mercedes for that top spot. They're going to go side by side through the twisty circuit here of the Dutch Grand Prix, the Dutch sprint race, and it is going to be the overtake there for Tetrabeak. Down the inside goes Casper on the Mercedes. They lock tyres almost in the middle of that corner. Somehow no contact, no immediate dangerous contact is made between the two of them, and they're able to escape. As now down the inside goes the McLaren. Big contact between the Casper and Rev Rob there. He goes spinning. There's multiple contacts going into that middle of the turn, multiple spins, multiple crashes. My oh my, what's just happened? And it's across the line, and who finished first? I think it's Tetrabeak, and it was across the line there between the Sauber and the Ferrari. Go back to that top spot. Tetrabeak does take the win though in the sprint race. Fantastic stuff from Tetrabeak. So here we go then, it's the big race, and it is 5 red lights. And it's green light, go, go, go. We go racing here in the Grand Prix, going down towards that first. There's a poor getaway there from Tetrabeak. There's contact between the Ferrari and the McLaren, but into that first turn, the Mercedes leads ahead of everybody going into the first turn. This contact made the Saubers round there in the middle of that turn. The McLaren now just literally sluggishly behind, and the Ferrari's onto the grass. The Ferrari's onto the grass. He's made big moment, big contact there, cutting the corner. That's a big moment there for, I believe it's Casper. Yes, it is. He's dropped all the way down into P14, P15. Unbelievable start here in the Grand Prix. So of course the DRS is going to be very good there for AMS Randall. It's into that first turn. Sorry, there goes the Mercedes of the McLaren of Tetrabeak. Tetrabeak still holding it around the outside. He's able to keep the manoeuvres. We go and coming round that last turn. Tetrabeak with an absolutely fantastic drive in this Grand Prix. He comes around that last turn to win the Dutch Grand Prix.
Honestly, Division 1, it was exactly what the team needed. We were all on a bit of a down after quite a weak weekend, but you can always rely on Tetrabeak and his incredible consistency. He proves every single week he's the best driver in the league. But actually, the standout was Rev Rob. He was very, very quick, so confident on the overtakes, and I think this might be the beginning of finding the form that Rev Rob had last season, and we finally get that double championship lineup in Division 1.
What a weekend it's been here in Zandvoort. Ferrari and McLaren pushed each other to the absolute limit, and the reverse sprint format delivered pure chaos on track. With crucial points gained and lost, the championship fight is tighter than ever. But there's no time to breathe. The calendar takes us next to Belgium, the legendary Spa-Francorchamps, where the first battle of the weekend will set the tone for what's to come.
I'm feeling good about Spa, and obviously, it's one of the longest tracks on the calendar, if not the longest. So, I've been putting a lot of time into practice to make sure that I can minimise the mistakes, and it's going to be a crucial race, really. I think, especially considering I got about a 15-point lead in the championship, so I'm kind of just expecting myself to try and increase that gap if I can, and try and just wrap this title up early.
Here we go, 5 lates at Spa, and it's go, go, go! Kick Sample on pole and third, but the Williams of Kieran is alongside, it's side by side, second and third, and it's a bit ghosted as well, but the Kick Samples are 1 and 2! Tolo's up into P2, he's done it! Finsick on the podium as well! Kieran falls to 4th, it's Kick Sauber 1 and 2, and what a start on the Grand Prix! Here at Spa, Theo in 5th, trying to land and punch their way up the order, the McLaren in the background of Morgan Hughes as well. trying to find his way, and now really pushing hard. Here comes Finsick on the inside of the Kicksauber. Doesn't quite have the move done. Here's an Aston Martin. The Williams goes deep of Kieran. Through goes Theo into P4. He's got the move done and job done. Lyman 6th, we've got Ancan as well, with Morgan Hughes having a look down the inside of the Racing Bulls. Ancan and Morgan, has Morgan taken a place? He's got the outside line, he's gone through. Morgan Hughes emerges into the top for him. And then the two Ferraris still there, still awaiting their opportunity to make their way up the field. They're in P8 and now P10 because Blake is off.